I'm blonde, I have blue eyes, I have pale white skin.
Right.
You're not gonna believe where I'm from.
Where are you from?
South Africa.
Honestly,
I mean,
they ask you private questions, right? Is that like something you were?
Yeah, like often it's, oh, are you married?
oh, that's the
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
question that people here ask.
And then deep down I'm like, what? Do I look like I'd be married?
Have you ever get
Suffered a lot.
catcalled when you do like content on
Not
street?
catcalled, but it's always like, Bule, 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 hey, Bule, come here.
Hello.
Welcome to our bar.
Thank you for having me.
Well, what makes you come here? Are you
okay, so hear me out, right?
I'm
Okay.
hearing
You look
out.
at me, I'm blonde, I have blue eyes, I have pale white skin.
Right.
You're not gonna believe where I'm from.
Where are you from?
South Africa.
Honestly,
I mean, the Dutch went there as well.
yeah. Well, you know-
Yeah, but you see, the people in Indonesia don't know that. So every time, Kak dari mana? Oh, aku dari Afrika Selatan. Kok bisa? Kamu bohong.
Where do people usually think you're from?
Russia.
Russia.
Always
really?
Russia.
Well, I mean, the thing about South Africa is that I think nowadays people know they're more open-minded about people there being whiter,
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, I feel like
With media nowadays,
Yeah.
it's more
Yeah.
exposed. Whereas before, like, they would not know anything.
Yeah, well, maybe people here still don't know, right?
Yeah.
You know what? You sound like you need a drink. There
Yeah.
you go. This is a peach punch.
Thank you.
Someone already drank a bit of it. I don't know
Oh,
who.
dear.
I don't know.
this is the thing about our bar.
Yeah, you don't get to choose.
You don't get to
You just
choose.
give the drink.
What if I'm allergic to peach?
Well, then too
Well,
bad.
it's your problem.
Oh,
Then
damn.
don't drink it. right?
Okay, noted. Thanks.
Okay, so how is it like in South Africa then?
Well, for me, I grew up on a farm.
Oh,
So I wasn't like in the city. So being here in Jakarta is actually very foreign to me. I'm not used to like rushed life, big
Okay.
city.
Is it overwhelming?
Traffic. It was at first.
Okay.
At first, I was like, oh my days, what is going on? Why am I in a car for 3 hours, trying to just get 5 kilometers away? That was like the biggest culture shock for me, probably.
It's traffic jam.
I
Yeah,
think that's a Jakarta experience right
Okay,
there.
yeah.
Like, having a traffic jam.
definitely.
Yeah.
And also the food,
Okay.
that also shocked me a lot. Because our food in South Africa, it's very bland and it's like meat and then your starch, which we usually have like putu, which is a South African dish like fufu.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, it's different than fufu, or like it's the same?
It's made from maize meal. Fufu is made from singkong. What's singkong?
Yeah, we know what's singkong, okay?
You know singkong.
But you don't know the English word for singkong?
Why?
Funnily enough, I also don't know. I know singkong, that's it.
Cassava.
Cassava.
Yeah, that.
I have never heard that in my life.
Cassava.
I've heard
Really?
singkong and that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm from an international school, so the fact that I don't know is also surprising.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
know.
So yeah, the food here also shocked me, especially when I'd be like, oh no, please don't make it spicy. I cannot handle spice. And then everything was still spicy. I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do? I just had to get used to it. Now I like spicy food.
Now you
though.
like spicy food?
Yeah.
Do you eat spicy food?
A little bit.
A
I
little
don't
bit?
know. Maybe.
Like, I love spicy food, but
Yeah, now I
that
love it.
but that's the thing though. If Indonesian tell you it's not spicy, it's probably
It is
spicy.
probably spicy.
That was definitely my case before. I'd be like, oh please, I don't want spicy food. They're like, no, it's not. Halfway I'm eating it, I'm like, no, I can't eat this. I can't.
But
This is so
now you're
bad.
fine, right?
Yeah.
Funnily
After a
enough-
year, it took me to like adjust. Now I can eat.
Honestly, I think your tolerance for spicy food is higher than mine.
Really?
Yeah.
You
I-
cannot even handle.
I have a weird thing about spicy food. Like certain food that's spicy, I can eat it.
Yeah.
And then other
You
food
seem
I
like
can't.
one of those like spoiled kids that'd be like, this is too spicy.
Man,
Yeah.
what?
I'm just
Me
gonna
growing
say.
up, my parents would be like, you eat it. You don't know what it is. You have to eat it. Doesn't matter. Finish your food. But you would be like, I can't eat this. This is spicy.
Okay, first
This
of all,
has too much pepper. Get me different food.
first of all, this is the
That was
first
you.
time she's ever met me. All right. Second of all,
Hey, first impression.
hold on. I just want you guys to know she's a teacher. She's a teacher saying this to me. All right.
Yeah.
This is how you usually treat your students. Hold
I
on
can
now.
like kind of judge like how their parenting is at home, how they're raised. You
know
like
what?
So you not only cannot handle spice, you don't speak Bahasa Indonesia. Are you even Indonesian?
Okay, hold on
Yeah,
now.
for sure he's
Wait,
fake.
wait. Who said I can't speak Indonesian? Hold on.
Okay.
I'm like 50-50
I heard
on that.
that. Like when I came in,
Who?
they were like, "Oh yeah."
Siapa? Siapa yang bilang itu? Hah? Siapa yang bilang aku nggak bisa? Okay, well, you know what? I have a funny
Calm
idea
down.
actually. You know what? I'll take the drink.
I'm rage baiting him now. He's getting mad.
I have a funny idea now. Okay.
Yeah.
Try to tell us our childhoods. What do you think? What do you think my childhood was like? And what do you think your childhood is like?
Okay, your childhood. I feel like you're like a Nepa baby.
Feel like he is a Nepo baby. What are you talking
Even like when I first came in, when he's speaking, his English is so like perfectly American, like
Ah.
private school.
Oh,
Definitely.
perfectly American.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What does perfectly American mean? I have to talk with him like a lisp. I don't know what I'm doing.
Like international school.
Okay.
Then come from like a lot of money. You're like spoiled. I want this. I want to go here. And your dad's like, no, it's okay.
Oh,
Mom's like,
this is- This is the best day of my
Or you
life.
have like Mba running around after you.
Listen, after this, it's your turn. All right. So like, just calm down.
No, but you're hard to read. Like I don't know. I really can't tell. Like if I had to guess,
What's
I
your-
don't-
You said that was a Nepo baby. Then you're like, oh, I don't know, but you honestly, you're just hard to read. What?
I'm just,
Yeah, she's just like chilling.
I'm just chill, Oscar. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, give me like a hint. Like, insult her a bit, at least, you know.
I'm trying. There's like no vibe yet though.
There's no vibe.
You got no
Yeah.
vibes, man.
I got no vibe.
Zero vibes.
Zero vibe. I'm just chilling. I'm just
Yeah.
existing, you know.
Easy life.
Are you serious?
Like nonchalant. Yeah.
Oh,
Although the tattoos throw me off a bit. I don't know what the idea was.
What
Behind that.
you want to see behind the
Yeah.
tattoo?
Sorry.
What do you
Because
think?
people with tattoos always like went through a phase where they're like, I need a change. I need something with meaning in my life, you know.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
with yours, I still don't know how that would come in.
Imagine having a tattoo. Disgusting.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know.
Shut the f up. Yours is just hidden.
I also have tattoos.
Just like your pain
Oh,
is
wow.
hidden.
Oh dear.
Oh, well, apparently my pain is not hidden. According to her, all right. So
Yeah,
you know,
I can
is
read them
that-
like a book.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all,
Tell more.
no, do not tell more. You know what? I will explain myself instead of her telling more. First, yes, I am a Nepo baby. You might be right, but my dad would not just be like, okay, here you go. You know, have fun, do that. I was beaten as a child, so I am completely fine. You know.
What?
So yeah, exactly right. You
Okay.
didn't read that, now did you?
You never get
No.
beaten up by your parents?
I mean, I got
sands or
hidings if I did something wrong.
What is a hiding?
A hiding! It's like a spanking.
Oh,
Like they would take like a wooden spoon and then they would hit me if I like did
Oh.
anything wrong, if I like said a bad word or if I spoke back to them. My mom was so strict growing up. She
Oh.
was like
Ooh.
one of those moms like, you can't watch TV until you're 13 years old. You can't
13
have a
years
phone
old?
until you're 16 years old.
Really?
Yeah, she even had a rule. This was the funniest thing because we lived on a farm, right? So our house, like, we don't have neighbors. It's literally the middle of nowhere.
No talking to the cows or pigs, all right?
So my mom's rule was if it's sunny outside, you have to be outside until the sun sets. Then you can come in the house and then you can watch TV or do anything.
So you're just like
I
the
don't know.
cattle.
yeah. Luckily,
go
I had
soak
an
in the
older
sun.
brother. I had an older brother, 3 years older than me.
Mm.
So we would always just go and play and climb trees and like make friends with the farm animals. Like go picking sugarcane, eat sugarcane, and then like
Okay,
fiddle around the farm.
you're making fun of me for my life, and you were living as a farm animal for most of it. Hold on now, right?
To be fair, I guess.
You had a brother, right?
Yeah.
Did your parents treat you differently than your brother?
Yeah, I was the favorite.
Are you the
I can
youngest?
tell. I am.
Ah,
Yeah. So I was the
She's the
youngest.
youngest.
I was like the little angel in their life. My brother had ADHD, so he's like crazy. He was always doing bad in school, like problem child number one. Like all the teachers' nightmare was him.
Okay, I think you just don't like
So-
your brother. I
No,
don't know.
I do. Growing up, I didn't though.
Okay,
You know, I
okay.
didn't like him. We fought a lot, and he would always beat me up.
Okay.
One time, he even told me, like, "Oh, just go stand over there." So I stood there by a tree. He picked up a rock and just threw it at my head for no reason.
Okay, but why would you listen in the first place?
Yeah,
though?
so
Like, why would you do
I
that?
idolized him. I was like, wow, my brother's so cool. I love him. And I was scared. If I didn't do anything, then he wouldn't like be friends with me. And I'd be like, oh no.
But you still
Like,
have.
oh no,
you
my
still,
one friend. Other than the animals. So no.
you still have the cows and the goats. You know, you can be friend with them.
Well, you know what? We'll differentiate your South African home life with Indonesian home life. How about that?
Okay.
Let's see the differences.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay. So, I think when did you get out of your house? When did you get out?
I finished school when I was 18. Then just after I turned 19, I
They
went
kicked
to.
you out.
No, I chose to leave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then I went to Medan and I lived there
Ah.
for 6 months.
Why
it-
Medan?
I got an opportunity to teach
Okay.
English.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait. You're teaching English in Medan,
Mm-hmm.
but the students are usually using Bahasa Indonesia, right?
Yeah, but it was an international school,
Oh,
so they
okay.
could speak English.
Okay. Oh, well, that makes sense.
There are people like you.
Okay, first of all, you don't have to keep going.
Yeah, like kids
You-
like
you don't gotta
him, you
keep
know.
going, all right?
Like I said, this is the best day of my life.
I'm sad. I'm hurt enough. All right? This is the worst day of my life right now. Okay, wait. So you left at 19. Do people usually stay with their parents or no? Or do you like have to go out?
Yeah, in my country, I think it's very common for children to still live with their parents,
It's the same.
it's the same in
yeah.
Indonesia, yeah.
Okay.
or they'll just go to university in the country and then stay at home, stay
Okay.
in a different city like
Yeah.
that.
Until how old they usually stay with the parents?
I think it depends on the person. Also, a lot of the girls will stay until they're 24, 25, then find a boyfriend and then move in with him.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like there are some cases in Indonesia, you can see like 3 generations living in the same
Yeah, but
house.
that's like normal here, right?
Exactly,
Yeah,
that's
so it's
normal
fine.
here.
Is it shunned upon in like your culture or no?
It's kind of like
A little bit.
if I'm being 22, I went to a friend, I'd be like, oh, where do you live? They're like, oh, I live with my parents. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Oh, you'd be like that. So you're
how
part of the
everyone
problem. Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
So that's a bit different than here then. Because
Yeah.
in here people are like, oh, that
Here
makes
it's like
sense.
normal.
Yeah, it's
I
very
guess
normal.
I guess the difference is as long in correct me if I'm wrong, but in Africa, as long as you already have the means to support yourself, you should get out of the house.
Yeah. No,
You know. But in Indonesia, they were still like, yeah, live here.
I think it's just easier to live together in Indonesia. That's the thing. It's like, why buy 2 houses?
Because in this economy,
In this
renting.
economy, why would you buy 2
But I think
houses?
in South Africa, like parents are also very strict. So as soon as you like hit 18, 19, you want to leave. You want to live alone, not be with your parents.
I think that's just
I
your
think-
parents, actually. I don't know.
No, it's like that. All of them.
Okay.
All my
I
friends'
think
parents.
in Indonesia also like parents could be strict, less strict in the newer generation.
It depends.
But you know, the reason some people still live at home because they have no choice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the parents nowadays are a lot less strict.
lot of-
They don't beat their kids
No, they
anymore.
don't.
And I
Yeah.
don't.
But I'm
It's
personally,
all about gentle parenting.
Yeah.
It's all about-
Don't do that. That's
Exactly.
really bad.
I still believe
You're-
that kids needs to be spanked, needs
Yeah,
to
for
be beat
sure.
once
Just a
in a
bit,
while,
you know,
just
just
a
from
bit,
time to
just a
time.
bit.
Yeah.
Kids
Yeah,
like-
scream that.
How many kids that I've seen at the airport just like not behaving,
Yeah, exactly.
and I was like,
Yeah, my parents would smack me and be like, stop crying. If you cry, you're gonna get more smacks.
Exactly.
I'd be like, oh, okay.
Is your parent ever said like, "Hey, you want to cry? I will give you a reason to
I'll give
cry."
you something to cry about.
A little head trauma goes along. Yeah? It goes a long way.
Are
It's
we
fine.
trauma bonding?
Oh,
Well,
my.
okay. What about other things about your culture then that is like a bit different than here?
I guess our lifestyle, like how we live, Obviously, in Jakarta, it's city. Everything's like near each other. You can just go here, and you can ride a scooter, like quick. But where I'm from, like South Africa, I, especially growing up on a farm, I had nothing around me. If I wanted to go to the mall, it's like an hour's drive away. If I wanted to meet friends, it's like 30 minutes drive away. Like everything has to be planned. There's no such thing as, hey, let's go here. Here, let's go do this. Whereas here, everyone's just like, oh, let's go here. Let's go do this. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool, let's go.
I think we're living in different Jakartas. I don't know what you're talking about.
I like the center of Jakarta. Maybe that's why.
Oh, you're in Central.
Yeah, Central is like closer to everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, this is far.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can't just like go to Grand Indonesia.
This is not even, I don't even call this Jakarta.
She lives in Bali. So.
Oh, wow. Bali.
No, well, that's the thing about Jakarta though. I think for me, it takes me like 2 hours to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So I think I know.
I recently discovered the MRT though, and it's so cool. Like, we don't have that in South Africa.
Oh,
Public transport is so bad. Yeah, we don't even have trains.
You don't have trains.
We had, but then they stole the electricity cables. So now the trains don't run.
Oh, why didn't we do that? That seems like a good money-making idea.
No, we have
I want to
use a
make
car.
the joke so bad.
No jokes. But you've been to Bali.
Yes, I
You've been to
have.
Bali, and how was that then?
We're in
It
Bali.
was good. Seminyak, Kuta.
Okay.
But my experience was like, beach, like scuba diving, all that kind of beach life.
When did you go to Bali?
Like a year ago.
And when did you go here?
Like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why did you decide to stay here then?
Because I feel like if I lived in Bali, then life would just be too relaxing. I'd be like not focused. At least in Jakarta, it's like, okay, you work, you study, you do this, you do that.
That's the difference between Jakarta and Bali. Bali people just chilling. And in Jakarta, you just feel the rush, like go.
Then what about like any other countries? You didn't want to live there?
Well, I've been to America and I didn't really like it.
Why?
I don't know. People are very outspoken there. They'll just like say it how it is, and to me, I'm like, whoa, okay.
Isn't it the same here now?
No, people here are like more like so friendly, like hi, oh my god, oh, like that.
People are friendly, but they're very outspoken too, I think.
Yeah, but in a nice way.
Can I ask you one question? Has people asked you for a photo yet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have.
Yeah, okay,
And I'm like, okay, sure. At first, I was shocked. I was like, why? Like, that's so random. Why would you want a photo with me? And then I figured out it's because like, oh yeah, your skin is so white. So is your hair real? Are your eyes real? And then I'm like, what? Why would it be fake? You know, like that's crazy. Imagine faking that every day.
Well, I mean, I have a sister that dyed her hair. I don't know, but well, maybe I think that's like a usual thing here.
Yeah.
Every time someone sees a
foreigner,
foreigner,
they'll like ask for photos.
Yeah.
I asked the foreigners for a photo once when I was like school trip, field trip, and then we got like a task to talk to foreigners.
Oh wow, that's interesting. From your school.
What?
It's a field trip, like English class or something.
Find a white guy and talk to him. What?
Exactly.
So practice your English.
Go find the foreigners, practice your English, go.
wow.
And then my teacher just gone. I swear, God, she just left us.
No, that's
And
amazing.
Throw you in the deep end.
Where were we? Like Taman Mini or something?
And you just left.
It just left. And I was like, okay, regroup after like an hour or 2 hours.
To be fair, in South Africa, it was kind of like that too, with
Your teacher
Asian
just leaves you?
people.
Oh.
Like, we don't have a lot of Asian people. Like, majority is black, white, Indian. So whenever they would be like people from China or Korea coming, then everyone would go crazy. They'd be like, wow, oh my gosh, can you speak Chinese? Like that.
Can you speak Chinese?
Yeah.
No.
Especially in school, if we had like an Asian kid in our
Like a
class,
transfer
oh
kid.
my days, we would always go
my
crazy. Like,
God.
can you do this math problem? Can you speak Chinese?
Serious math problem?
Yeah. 'cause
Can you
Asian
do my
people are good at math.
homework? Can you do my homework for me? I'll
And
pay
it's
you.
true though, they were always so smart. That's really clever.
Well, depends.
I think it's just the parents. It's the parents like that. Have
Yeah.
your parents like force you to be good at school?
My mom was also a teacher,
Mm.
so she always like said, "No, you have to study. No, you have to read books. No, no iPad," like that. And then naturally, I just kind of went into that. But then by the time high school came, I was like burnt out.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh my days, I don't want to study, I don't want to read. Then I had like free access to my phone. I would just stay up all night, and then
So then your mom was right. It was the damn phone. No,
it was.
It's always the damn phone.
It's always a damn
Always
phone.
the
I
damn
don't know.
phone.
But I think that's the thing. Now at least this generation is just always on their phones, and I think maybe that's why.
Yeah, when I grow up, you know what I do when I'm bored? Sleep. Because there's nothing to do.
But maybe that's why they're like so curious, because they're always seeing like bules or anything
Yeah.
on their phone, and then once they see you in real life, they're like, "Oh my God, they're real."
What? How did that
I was
happen?
like, you're in my phone before. Hold on now.
Yeah.
It's not AI.
It's not AI.
Because
How is this
everything is
possible?
AI now.
That's why they're like asking you things, and like, they
yeah.
ask you private questions, right? Is that like something you were?
Yeah, like often it's, oh, are you married?
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
favorite
Yeah.
question that people here ask.
And then deep down, I'm like, what? Do I look like I'd be married? Because in South Africa, we don't ask that. We don't ask about religion or if you're married or anything. It's so like frowned upon, you know.
Right.
But
Okay.
yeah, the first second of meeting, it's like all these like, are you married? What's your religion? Da, da, da.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, whoa, okay, this is too much.
Are you married? Or, and if you say no, well, when are you
When
going to
are you
get
getting
married?
married?
Get
Yeah.
married. Oh damn, I don't know. But so in
guys.
Africa, it's not like that at all. You don't ask personal questions.
No, it's
I
very
think like the boundaries is different.
yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people in Indonesia will be asking.
I think
if
because
you're
it's a
married.
Muslim country.
Yes.
So they have like boundaries a lot
Yes.
more, and yeah.
Yeah, we're like the largest Muslim populations here. So I think that's also
Maybe that's also,
taken into consideration.
Maybe that's also why they're asking you if you're married. Muslims usually like marry pretty
Yeah,
young.
pretty young.
So it's-
Indonesian, we usually married pretty young.
Indonesia's married like very young, I think, right?
South Africa, we take long to get married, like 30, pushing 30, and then
Yeah.
you start to get married.
Yeah.
Well, 30 is still like
30 is still
normal.
normal.
Kinda, yeah.
Like in Chinese culture, they have this thing to call a woman that unmarried woman above 30. They call it leftover.
Expired.
Expired.
That's what we say.
That's the
She's
word.
expired.
That,
Can't do
exactly.
anything else.
That's a real word
For
in
a guy,
Chinese.
it doesn't matter.
A guy doesn't
Like,
matter.
Why?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, answer that question.
Answer that question, Oscar.
would you marry
You're a
someone
man.
older than you?
Well, obviously, I'm not gonna marry someone younger than me.
Then you're part of the problem. What do you mean?
I'm a girl. I have to
Exactly.
marry older than me.
Would you marry
Can
someone?
marry young.
Would you marry someone over 30?
What's your age?
Hold on.
No,
No?
no,
Really?
yeah.
Why not?
Because then they've reached like unk stage.
Okay.
Unks.
Punk stage.
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you?
22.
You're 22. Let's say you usually in your country you get married around 30, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you're 30. Would that mean you want to marry someone that's like 35?
Well, yeah.
Then you're part of the problem!
No, okay, I guess. It depends on the age that you
What's
are.
a ideal age gap for you?
For me, like 5 years.
Yeah,
Well, that's fair.
I
That's
agree. 5 years.
Yeah. But 5 years older, I can't go younger. That's so weird.
Yeah, same.
Me-
Because
Very
that's,
feel
Having
weird
a
too.
younger boilfriend.
I also can't go 5 years younger. I'll go to jail. I
Yeah,
can't do
you
that.
you gotta catch a case, dude.
Yeah.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Based on the clue.
Based on the clues.
I feel like you're like 27. I mean 23, 26.
Oh!
Oh, I don't know.
Now she say you're 27.
I really have no idea.
You know, I've had mixed receptions.
Okay, maybe
on
you're
this.
20.
I'm 19.
He is
What?
19.
Yeah.
Really?
19.
Really? No,
Yeah.
you're lying.
I'm 19.
You're 19. What?
I have my Katepe right here.
Why are you 19 and you're working in a bar?
The economy, man. I don't know.
Hey,
The economy is horrible.
technically he's not working. He owned
You're
this.
I own the
19.
bar. And it's like a mocktail bar, so it doesn't matter. Right?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
insane.
I'm
19.
Yeah.
Why do you look so much older? Maybe it's the height. It's the height because you're like, whoo,
Like I said,
standing up there,
the best day of
head of
my
the
life.
clouds.
You know, I used to like it if people think I'm older. Like, I'm like, because I don't know why. When I was like 18 or something, when I was 18, people would be like, oh my God, you look like you're 20, 22 or something. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. You know, like looking older is so cool. Now that I'm 19, people start saying, oh, you're like 28. I'm like, what? 28? I'm like, hold on. 22 and 28 is very different
Very
here.
different. Very different.
So I don't know how to feel about that anymore.
That's so weird. I thought you were older than me.
How old do you think I am?
How old do you think she is? Yeah.
30.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Really?
I am 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she's easier to read then. I don't know. There's a couple of things she's easier to read.
Telepathy.
Telepathy.
Girl telepathy.
God damn it, man. I don't know.
Yeah, same.
Well, there we go. I could a year ago be like one of your students, basically.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How old is your
How old are your
students?
students?
Like
Yeah.
grade 1, grade 2,
Oh, never mind.
7, 8.
Never mind, I can't be one of your students then.
You can if you like really mentally
I'm
challenged.
really bad. Then maybe I
Yeah.
can be. Yeah! Don't agree to her.
I'd be like, oh, you're one of those students. Daddy's money. Nepo baby.
What is it about this? Anyways, okay. So you talk mostly English, right?
Yeah.
And you know that I'm from an international school, so I also talk mostly English. But you're trying to learn Bahasa Indonesia.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly from over there, it didn't really work out.
No, because she's like talking to me like, "Woo!" And then I'm like, whoa.
That's a he. That's a he. That's a guy.
The girl before.
Oh, the girl before.
Yeah.
Her.
She was speaking really quickly.
She's talking too fast.
And I'm still trying to like register the first 3 words that came out of her mouth. So when people talk to me like slowly, then I can like understand and clearly. But then if they use like speaking quickly or like bahasa slang, then I'm like, ooh, okay, what are we saying?
How long have you been learning Bahasa Indonesia?
Like a year.
Okay.
The same.
You were born and raised in Indonesia, Aska.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, what's your excuse? Why aren't you fluent?
I'm dyslexic. Huh?
Yeah, fair.
Trump card. What are you gonna do now?
Obviously, he's dyslexic. He just is another thing to add. Nepo baby, underage, dyslexic.
What are you saying?
Oh my days.
Why are you saying dyslexic?
Because you're such like there's a specific category and you fit every criteria under that
What
category.
does dyslexic have to do with anything?
Let's
Because
count
you're
it
like,
again.
oh no, I can't do this. I'm dyslexic.
Exactly. Dyslexic, nepo baby. What again? What the underage,
Underage.
mentally challenged.
Okay, well,
Oh dear.
well that's
Too
just
much.
hurtful. I don't know how to feel
What
about
a life. Crazy.
You're not disagreeing with her too. That's the problem. So like I don't know how to feel. You know she's the guest, right?
I know.
Like it's not me. We're not talking about me.
I know. Hey.
Ask her a question. I'm looking here. I'm done. You guys talk.
Yeah,
So what do
anyways.
you think about Aska Kobuje?
Okay. We're done. No.
You said to ask her a
Ask
question.
her a question about her.
Okay.
It's not me. No. Watch as she segues this about me. I swear to God. If she somehow makes it about me, I'm done. Ask her something that has nothing to do with me.
Okay, nothing to do with Aska. Do you like Indomie?
Indomie, I do. It's alright, I guess. You know, it's expensive in my country.
Really?
So expensive, yeah.
But didn't they build like a factory there, and then just kind of like Indomie in Africa, not South Africa, but like in like Nigeria or somewhere?
I don't know. But Nigeria is very far from South
Oh,
Africa.
really?
Yeah.
I'm really.
South Africa and then Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
The
Where?
scale for this doesn't make sense. I can't see how far this is.
It's like really far.
Okay.
How much is it like per Indomie?
I think it's maybe like here like 50K.
Oh.
Ow.
So in South Africa.
That's like 3 Indomie here.
Yeah.
3 Indomie,
5.
50K, 3
Sorry,
Indomie.
5 Indomie.
What kind of Indomie are you buying?
15,
It's like 10. Oh, 15. 15.
50.
50,
5-0.
50.
That's like
Okay.
10.
Yeah,
That's like
10.
Yeah, that's more than 10 Indomies in
Yeah.
there.
Wow.
Yeah, our economy is bad.
But you've tried Indomie outside.
No, I've only had it in Indonesia.
Okay.
I was gonna ask if it tastes different then. I
Yeah,
don't know.
because they also change every country that have Indomie. They change the seasoning,
MSG.
the seasonings.
They
Oh
take
my
out the
God.
MSG.
God loves MSG. It's amazing.
They take out the MSG. When I live in Taiwan, they have like the Indomie as well,
Oh, yeah.
and it just tastes different.
So bad.
It's so bad. It's so bland.
But see, like, even in my country, if we have like the bland one, that's normal for us because we're not used to like spice and flavor.
Really?
Yeah,
No, that's
all our
why-
food is very plain.
That's why when you came here, the food is so good. It's just a packed ton with MSG. It's just really
Yeah.
good.
Like our seasoning is just salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Here it's like this and this and this and that. Ketchup, mayonnaise, sambal. We didn't have that.
What's your favorite food here then?
My favorite, I like sablak.
Sablak.
Yeah, I like
Sablak.
that.
Have you tried sablak?
I have, but I think I have. Which one is that again?
On my
Sablak.
days, he doesn't even know. How are you Indonesian and you don't know sablak?
Which one is that again? You want to like it?
Yeah.
Sablak is the
Oh yeah, pernah kan? Yeah, okay.
I like that, and
Yeah,
I like
pernah.
nasi padang.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Oh,
should speak in
of
English.
course.
You can't
Ayam
understand
penyet.
bahasa.
I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah?
I can if you speak slowly.
Oh, like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god, what is this beef?
There's some beef in here. I don't know. I don't know
There's
how
some
to feel.
tension.
I don't know.
Loki, something's going on.
But yeah, the food is definitely better here. I think like because
Wait,
there's so
you
much.
don't know that? You haven't tried South African food?
Okay, well,
You
in
just-
other countries.
You just say
I said it's bland. I didn't say it's better.
You just said South African food doesn't have spices.
It doesn't have flavor, right?
It has, but just salt and pepper flavor, you know?
So it's better here, right?
You don't know that though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, then there we go. Why are you?
Yeah, but you can't say that because you haven't tried.
Yeah, but you can.
South Africa's gonna come cancel you.
You guys, according to her,
Yeah.
the food is better here. There we go.
Exactly.
Okay, then what about food in South Africa that's good then? How about that?
Food that's good. We have a lot of
Nothing.
Indian food.
That is
That
not
is
South
South African
African.
No, it is because
South
it's South
African.
African Indian. South Africa is made up of black, Indian, white, and we're called the Rainbow Nation, you know?
Yeah, it's basically
That is a
Rainbow
whole
Nation.
nother thing.
it's basically like England national dish is chicken tikka masala.
Yeah, it's not,
It's
not the same.
not.
Not the same. Not the same.
Okay.
A
wait.
national dish. How about
A
that?
national dish, bunny chow.
What is that?
Search that up. What is bunny chow? See, you guys don't even know how to say it.
CHOW.
Tao.
Bunny, like a bunny.
So it's a rabbit stew.
No.
That?
So it's literally a loaf of bread cut in half, and then they take out the inside, they fill it with like meat and potatoes
Oh.
and stew, and then they serve it to you like that.
Okay,
Mm.
Yeah.
that looks good.
That doesn't look that bad actually. You know what? I
Doesn't
don't,
look
I
that
don't even
bad.
have a joke to say in this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
think of
impressed.
And then a lot of our national dishes are also like meats that we braai. You know how like England has barbecue.
Yeah, you have
We
braai.
have braai.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have like South African friends, and like once a month she will do like a braai at her place.
Yeah, it's so cool, right?
was like,
it's such a vibe.
Same guys. Same.
No one can
same,
braai like a South
Same
African.
guys. Same.
Yeah, you don't even know.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Doesn't even know.
Oh, whoa. Okay. So the food here is different. I'm not gonna say better because I'm not allowed to. Different.
You know what is better in South Africa? The water. When we have water, which is a rare occasion, but when you open the tap and water comes out, you can drink it.
Oh yeah, you
Here, you
mean-
can't do that.
you can. I
We'll
don't
just
know your
die, but it's
but,
bad.
but you
Yeah,
know
guess
you take your full responsibility of what happened.
Yeah.
So what is good in Indonesia and what is good in South Africa?
For me, living in Indonesia, it's nice because I have like electricity all the time and water all the time. Like, I'm not even kidding. In South Africa, we have a thing called load shedding. Which, load shedding.
Oh,
Okay.
shedding. Oh, shedding.
Shedding. Load shedding.
Okay.
You gotta spell your E's.
Load shedding. Sorry, it's my accent.
Okay.
So,
English teacher, by the way. Anyways, go.
okay, moving
One
on.
for Oscar.
Yeah, that kind of hurt a bit, but anyways, moving on.
I'm one up. Yeah.
So load shedding is when like we'll have for the whole day, we'll have like half the day, they switch off all the electricity.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then you can't charge your phone, you can't do anything like that requires electricity because there's not enough coal. The
Oh,
government like does
that's
something.
So would
Yeah.
you say like aside from water in Indonesia, it's everything is like better?
No, well, you see, in South Africa, it's also very dangerous.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so like you know the game GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
kind of
just
like South
life,
Africa.
real life?
So
Yeah,
like America.
yeah,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
pretty much. And it's dangerous. Like I can't drive alone or go out alone as a young girl because it's very very dangerous for me.
Yeah.
Here, at least I can do that.
Okay.
You know?
How are the gun laws over there? I don't actually
You
know.
can like have a gun. There's no laws.
It's also but like it's license. You have to have a license.
But even if it's not, they don't care. They'll
Oh,
still
wow.
have one.
That's
Yeah, you can just be driving and then someone like gets road rage and pulls out a gun on you.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I
Okay,
don't know
that
about
is yeah. You cannot have that here.
Yeah.
Cannot. But you say about like your life here in Indonesia, right? Your adventure here, because I saw one of your video. You're in a she's in a river, and like eating.
Like swimming in a river?
No,
What's going
she's eating tadpoles.
on? Yo, oh.
Ketchubong. No, so you know what happened, right? So I wanted to go fishing, and
And you realize you
I
were the
couldn't
fish.
catch a
or you
fish.
didn't, you're like, what are
I
you
couldn't
doing?
catch a fish with the fishing rod.
So you ate the bait?
So I just saw them in there, and I was like, "Oh, let me grab this fish." And I was like, "Ooh, a little tadpole.
But kecebong is not fish, though.
It's kind of a fish."
That's a
So
video.
you just eat it raw.
Yeah,
I saw it. You just eat it raw.
yeah.
How does
Because
it?
it's a fish.
We have the video there.
Yeah.
That's some dirty water, by the way. That's some
Exactly.
very dirty water that you ate it
I
from,
don't
by the
think you
way.
can. I don't think you can fit. Or like, I don't think even fish even live there.
See, tadpole. And then I just.
Okay, you were complaining about the water in Indonesia, and
But
yet
you
you're,
just
like,
ate
eating
that
tadpole
out of the
a river.
water.
Yeah, because you see, that water's actually clean.
Doesn't
It looks dirty, but
I'm gonna
I'm sure I
press
can
X
drink
for
it.
doubt.
I don't know about that one. It's not clean, is it? I don't think it's very dirty. I'm pretty sure. You know what it is? You like you got bait on your fishing rod. No one ate it. It's like, oh, you know, I might as well.
Yeah.
And you ate the bait. It's like, that's not
it
right.
wasn't bait. It was just a little fishy.
I mean,
It's not a
tadpole.
fish.
Yeah, well,
Tadpole.
kind of.
no,
They're
Potato,
amphibians.
potato.
no. Tadpole,
You know,
tadpole
fish,
is
tadpole, same thing.
is a face for becoming
An
a frog.
amphibian. Yeah.
It's not a fish.
That's not a fish. I don't-
Well,
It might
moral
have
of
a
the
tail.
story is at least I'm still alive.
Moral of the story: stay in the biology class.
There we go. Now we understand why she's an English teacher.
Yeah, that's true.
How was your stomach after eating that tadpole?
I was fine.
You were fine.
Like, yeah.
You're fine. There's no
Literally, nothing.
diarrhea, nothing.
No.
Oh, okay. How about that then? When you first came here, did you get diarrhea from the food? Because I feel like
I'm ready
everyone.
for it.
I didn't get
Every-
diarrhea, but I just had like stomach cramps.
Oh.
Like after everything I ate.
Indigestion, something like
Yeah, I guess. And then I would throw up a
Indigestion?
lot
Oh.
because of the
because of the food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
because like you know when you go into like a different country that like have different palate than your country, your stomach is the first victim
yeah.
of this
Yeah.
of things.
When my family visited, they suffered. Because,
Really?
yeah, already after like being here a while, then I got used to the spice, like I said. So I'd tell my family, like, no, it's fine, just eat it. And then my dad would like eat it, and he'd be like, oh my days, I can't handle this.
I went to America once for like, I think 2 weeks. And when I came back here, I just died. I don't know how that
Because
happened.
you just kind of like got reset.
Because I got like used to the food in America, even though it was only for literally 2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Yeah. And then I came back here. I was like, yeah, it's fine. So I eat some street food, like literally outside this building. And then I was like, I died. I just died.
No.
And I feel like my entire family was exactly like that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. So
Okay.
maybe it's something about the food here, or maybe we're just stronger than everyone else. I don't know.
We just built different.
Indonesians are just a lot
Just
stronger
built
than everyone
different.
else. You
So
could-
yeah, so you just have that cramps that even though you just eat things from the dirty waters.
Yeah.
Huh?
It was
Where was
tough
that?
at first.
Where was it?
What?
That when the whole thing. Where was that? Do you fishing?
When I was fishing, that was in South Africa. That was on my farm.
Oh, that was South Africa?
Yeah.
I thought it's in Indonesia.
Oh.
I thought it's in Indonesia.
No.
So you know
why I ate
when
it.
she said that the
Duh.
water is clean in South Africa, that was
That
what
is
she
the-
drank. That's it. The water ain't clean at all. That's what she drank. I don't know. Okay, but you did get cramps here, right?
Yeah.
You got cramps here. That is
Yeah.
kind of funny because a lot of your videos are usually in the streets eating things, right? A lot of them are like that. And you're fine now.
Yeah, now I think I'm like kind of used to it. My body is just
Have you ever get
suffered a lot.
cat cold when you do like content on
Not
street?
cat cold, but it's always like, Bule, 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 hey, Bule, come here. And I'm like,
They're
me?
like bule bule.
Okay.
Bule bule.
But I love it because then I go there and then like I start speaking to them and then they're like, oh, where you from? And then I'll be like, oh, I'm from South Africa. And they're like, what? You South Africa? But you're white. And I'll be like, yeah. I'll be like, no, you're such a liar. You're such a liar. Go, get out of here.
The exact same reaction when you heard I was 19. It was just like
Yeah,
that.
it's the same.
True.
No, you're from South
True.
Africa? No, you're not.
It's come back full circle.
Let's come back full circle right there.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyways, thank you for coming here. This is the bill.
I'm not paying that.
Hey,
You're Nepo baby. You pay that.
You drank. Well, you drank
I
like
mean-
one sip. But
I
you
mean,
drank-
she live on teacher salary.
you know what? You do live on
No, I'm from a
salary.
little farm. I don't even know how to read that number.
You're-
Math is not my strong suit, only English.
She's also dyslexic and
And-
it's not good at
Hey, I'm
math.
not dyslexic.
and-
I'm not Asian enough for math.
But this is English.
Heart to heart.